Hello friends, I'm Princess Rosa and it's been a while. I know I promised a second part to my Monster High video a while ago, but a lot of stuff has been going on in my personal life and some stuff are family matters, so I rather not discuss those here. But if you kind of want to know what's going on, I made a community post about what's happening in my life, as well as a pinned comment on my first Monster High video if you want to check that out. But yeah, just know that some stuff is kind of uncomfortable for me to talk about. So, in order to get myself back into drawing and all of that, I decided to work on a more simple, exciting, and lighthearted video before I go and tackle a big video like the Monster High Part 2. And with that being said, let's talk about what really matters right now and the whole reason for this video. I want to thank all of you for 3,000 subscribers. Oh my god, I seriously cannot believe how many people saw that Monster High video and how many of you decided to stay after the fact. Like, thank you so much. I seriously had no expectations for that video and now all of you are here. So thank you. Seriously, I really appreciate all of you. So, we are celebrating today. I asked you guys on Instagram and on my community tab to send me questions. And oh my god, I got so many questions on Instagram. I was seriously surprised. So thank you so much. I'm still trying to get the hang of the community tab. But yeah, I got a lot of questions and I'm gonna try to answer as many as I can. So for this video, I am drawing my monster Sona holding a thank you cake. Now there is some debate between me and my friends whether if my monster Sona is actually a monster or not, because she is a clown and technically clowns are not monsters. But my monster Sona is based off the movie Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which is one of my favorite horror comedies. But at the end, I actually like that you don't know what she really is, so it's up to you to decide whether she is an alien from outer space who only looks like a clown, or she's just a human that was so bad at clowning that she got sent to the monster school because she kept scaring people. Hi, editing Rosa here. So I did a version of this speed paint with the full version on it, with the sketch and everything. You're seeing it on screen right now. But that was going so freaking fast that it was making me dizzy. I recently got an iPad Pro and I'm trying to get the hang of it and getting the hang of Procreate, and I thought, yeah, let's make a full render piece without fully understanding this new program. It will be simple. And yeah, who would have thought that that would slow my creative process down so much? So yeah, we're starting from the line art. Bye. And with all of that being said, let's get started. Where are you from? I am from Mexico. I was born and raised here and I don't think I'm leaving anytime soon. What languages do you speak? I speak Spanish. It is my first language after all. And as you can see, I also speak English. And after dropping it during the pandemic, I'm finally retaking Japanese. So technically, in total, I speak 3 languages. Whether if I speak them correctly, that's a whole other story. What's your favorite food? My favorite food is tacos. I love them in all shapes and forms, all presentations. For the longest time, I thought that my favorite meal was spaghetti and meatballs. But then I realized that if I could choose to eat only one single thing for the rest of my life, it would be tacos, specifically tacos al pastor. What part of the culture do you like the most? It is art, definitely. I feel like I was lucky to be born in a country that is rich in culture and art, and in all of its forms. Visual arts, music, fashion, architecture, culinary arts, all of them. What inspired you to become an artist? It was anime, okay? When I was little, I saw Sailor Moon, I saw Tokyo Mew. I wanted to create my own OCs, I wanted to create my own stories with those characters, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna draw them on my own. And yeah, that's what inspired me to become an artist. Okay, the next question is the question that I got the most, or I got different variations of this question, and it's basically who are my inspirations or what inspires me. And I'm gonna put it into 2 categories in order to divide the different versions of the question. So first is what inspires me and where do I take my art style from. So I was inspired by a lot of stuff. A lot of Disney movies were my inspiration in my younger childhood, and also dolls as a whole, specifically Barbie, Monster High, and Ever After High. Winx Club as well was a huge inspiration for me growing up, and some magical girl shows like Sailor Moon and Tokyo Mew are the most influential, in my opinion, for me. I don't know, there's something about Naoko Takeuchi and Mia Ikumi's art that it's just beautiful, and And it's just my childhood nostalgia, I guess. And now for the next category, these are artists that have inspired me but are not necessarily influential in my art. So the first one is Mary Blair. She was a visual developer for Disney. She worked on movies like Cinderella and Alice in Wonderland. I love her work, it's so vibrant, and I love how she lays colors on everything. Glenn Keane is another artist that I really love. He's an animator who worked on characters like Ariel from The Little Mermaid and The Beast from Beauty and the Beast, and his work is just amazing. Neisa Bobet, Jim Kim, and Meg Park, which are also Disney artists. And fun fact, the three of them work in Encanto, and the three of them got to work on Isabella, which is one of my favorite characters, and I liked this artist before Encanto came out, so it really makes sense that Isabella is my favorite character, because like, not only do I relate to her, but three of the people that work on her are my favorite artists, so yeah. And when it comes to, I guess, artists that are also in the YouTuber branch, Laura from Lulu Sketches, she is an amazing visual developer, and I feel like a lot of her videos helped me when I was retaking art. There's also Michelle Lam from Utriplet. I feel like her comics are super relatable. She's a storyboard artist, by the way, and I feel like she talks a lot about the emotional side of art on her videos, which are topics that really interest me, and I really like her content. Like, it's content that I put on while I'm drawing, because it feels like I am working with someone at the same time in a co-working environment, if that makes sense. And finally, June from Jinja Ninja OWO. I love their work, I love their content, I could seriously watch their videos for hours. June is so smart and so talented, and it is someone that I look up to so much. And oh my god, have you seen their muscle memory? God, I wish that was me. Do you have a favorite movie? I do. I do like a lot of movies, and my taste for what my favorite movie is changes a lot. But one of my all-time favorite movies is Ratatouille. At the time, it feels like it is the movie that I love the most. I really like the message and the story, and I'm a huge fan of the bittersweet ending. What's your favorite Monster High movie? Oh my god, okay, my favorite movie is Boo York, Boo York. I love it, I constantly rewatch it, and I feel like every song is amazing. I love all of the songs. Well, I'm not a huge fan of It Can Be Over, sorry Cleo and those fans. I don't think that song is that good as the rest of them, but it's still the best Monster High movie, closely followed by Haunted. Who's your favorite Monster High character? Okay, I cannot pick a favorite, so I'm gonna give you my top 5. Frankie's on top, but obviously the next 4 are in no particular order. Draculaura, Escalita, Cari Noir, and Operetta. What did you think about Ever After High? I love Ever After High. Look, I am a Monster High fan, but I will forever be an Ever After High girl, okay? I collected those dolls, I watched the web series. In my opinion, that web series holds up so well, and I will forever be mad that it was cancelled. I needed to know more about Apple and Darling. What happened to Monster High Part 2, and when is Monster High Part 2 coming out? Okay, I got asked this question like 3 times, so as I said earlier in the video, a lot of family stuff began happening, and I was dealing with really bad anxiety at the time. I wasn't feeling well at all, and I think that began to reflect into my art, because no matter how much I tried, I didn't like any of the redesigns that I was making. And then finally, when I created 2 redesigns, one of Cleo and one of Claudine, that I really liked, I had to go on this family trip. So I decided to put a pause on the video, and I was like, okay, I'll edit it when I come back. And while I was on my trip, obviously, because the world hates me, the dolls were early released in Canada by accident. And we finally got to see the G3 dolls, which is exciting, but also I was really frustrated because, holy gods, the cartoon didn't translate those character designs well. And I have some theories for that, but I want to save that for next video, okay? But now that we're taking a good look at the dolls, I think I am ready to work on the video again, so it's most likely gonna be the video after this one. But I'm still gonna wait until the first week of September to see if they post anything, because the dolls are meant to come out in October. So if they post anything, I'll use those photos. If not, I'll see what I can do. But just know that that video is coming out. I don't think it's gonna be a part 2. It's gonna be more like a 1.5, because I wanna redo Frankie and Draculaura now that we have the dolls. And as for the release date, I think it's gonna be out in early September. I cannot say an exact date yet, but it's gonna be either the first or the second week of September. And yeah, who is your favorite G3 character so far? I'm gonna say Draculaura. I don't like the fact that she is a witch, but I really like her design. I wasn't super sold on it when I saw the Nickelodeon version, but after the doll, I love the way she looks. Also, Frankie, they look amazing. Their doll is just too pretty, and yeah, I love them. They are still my two favorites. Are you planning on making a video about your opinion on the reboot, or will you just focus on art? Honestly, I want to focus exclusively in the art side of things. I don't want to be a commentary channel. I know a lot of people love those, and I do as well, but I don't think that's the type of content that I want to create. Mostly because talking about commentary sometimes involves talking about heavy-handed topics, and right now in the state my mental health is, I don't think that's healthy for me. So I'm gonna focus on art and, topics that interest me regarding art and character redesigns or, character designs, all of that. And when it comes to my opinion regarding the Monster High reboot, unless I have something new to bring into the table, I don't think I'm gonna make a video about it. Most likely I'm just gonna tweet my opinion on the reboot when it's out or something like that. And if I don't comment on it, it's probably because it was meh. I don't know. Where did you learn to draw? Nowhere. I am completely self-taught. I taught myself how to draw from a very young age, and I've never had any form of professional education when it comes to art. I'm taking a few Skillshare classes here and there in the recent years, but that is about it. Everything else I learned on my own. How do you deal with art block? Okay, so I actually do have a routine for art block. It's not entirely effective, but it helps me a lot to start drawing again. And yeah, I take a day or two off from drawing, and I do that all the time. Like, that's not only when I'm dealing with art block. I take 2 days off a week from drawing just because it helps me to, relax and don't feel stressed about drawing, because your body gets burned out from doing things, and I don't want to get burned out from doing the thing that I love. And when I'm dealing with art block and I cannot figure out what to draw, I do studies. You can study whatever. You can study animals, you can study hands, bodies in general, objects. You can study anything and just focus on doing that, and just creating something with a specific objective really helps me. Also, allow those studies and the stuff you make during your art block period to be ugly. It's okay. You're just trying to get yourself to draw again. You're not making any masterpieces or anything. Do you have any future plans for your channel? Yes and no. I have a couple of ideas of dolls and cartoons that I want to redesign just for fun, and some topics that I want to talk about in my more podcasty like videos, I guess. I know for a fact that I don't want to be a commentary channel, but I do want to talk about topics that involve artists in the more emotional side, like why do we hate our art, how social media affects us as artists, and things like that. Also, I kind of want to do my own take on a Monster High reboot, like not basing myself out of G3 or anything, just creating my own reboot for the series, and let me know if that's something that would interest you, because I don't know, I think it's a fun idea, but I don't know if it will work. And finally, what inspired you to make a YouTube channel? Well, I was lonely. It was the beginning of the pandemic, I had no one to talk to, I was bored, I didn't know what to do, so I began doing videos when I felt like it, and I wanted to share more about my creative process behind my drawings. And you can do that on an Instagram caption, but nobody reads captions on Instagram, let's face it. So making videos was an outlet for me to express it, and I knew that whoever was watching was listening to what I was saying. So you could say I started my YouTube channel because I wanted to feel heard and because I wanted people to see my ideas, and I am so happy that people are liking those ideas. Seriously, thank you so much. Thank you to all of you for your support. I cannot believe how far I've come. I know 3,000 subscribers doesn't sound like a lot, but it really means a lot to me as someone who does this as mainly a hobby. It is insane. Thank you all, seriously. And with that being said, we've come to the end of the video. This is how the final drawing turned out. I really like how she looks. I don't have a set character design for her yet, but I think she looks fine based on like the 3 sketches that I made of the character. But anyways, that'll be all for today's video. If you want to see more of my work or want to see the work in progress that I do for these videos, you can follow me on social media. I have an Instagram and a Twitter. I am really active over there, so you can find me with the handle @itsprincessrosa or by clicking the links in the description. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. And again, thank you so much for 3,000 subscribers. I love you all. Bye!